Guys, welcome back to another episode of 0 to 60. I'm here with Tim.
Hello everyone, how are we?
Well, Tim is my arch nemesis. So if you've been following the channel for about a year, since I put my 17Ts on, I got quite bashful with how fast the car was until I raced Tim. I raced Tim at Euro Day last year, the first Euro Day.
Yeah.
Was it last year? It was 2020, wasn't it?
Yes, straight after COVID kind of finished up. Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
And Tim was faster than me with his twin-turbo N54, and we'll get into what that car is in a moment, but he's done a serious mod to it that I am very excited about, and the main reason I begged him to come up and let us have a play with it. But before we get into the main video, quick merch plug. We've got the O'Reilly shirts in stock at 0to60.com. If you're in Australia, you can jump on and we will dispatch them from here, or if you're in the States or Europe, they do come through Teespring, but all the links are down below. So let's get into the car. So this car, when I raced you, Tim, you had 19 T turbos. You were running, from memory, about 28 PSI.
Yep.
And you are port injected. Now, the reason I wanted to touch on the port injection, late last year, actually it was really 19, a lot of guys jumped on the Helix train with the high pressure fuel pump upgrade. Mm-hmm. And what are your opinions on this? I don't think those cars are as fast.
Yeah, I just wasn't keen on overspinning, really.
No, it's a lot more stress on it. But Tim, yeah, basically he's gone the port injection route, which I think is by far the most tried and tested, safest way to get extra fuel into these things. It's the same fuel setup that we've got now, really, actually.
Yeah.
In fact, it's a very similar manifold.
Yeah.
Would you mind popping your on it so we can marvel at the setup? So Tim has a very similar setup to my car, but he didn't cheap out quite as much as I did. So Tim has the Precision Raceworks, I won't call them LS coils, but they're a proper coil upgrade. So he's got lots of spark. He went straight for the BMP port injection manifold. My car is running the stock manifold with a port injection rail, although I am going to upgrade to the same one. In fact, that's the same rail, that's the same inlet that's on O'Reilly. Yep. You're still running DCIs. Now I've got the BMS DCIs now, but you have their K&Ns.
They were the ARM motorsports.
Oh, the ARM ones?
They just come with the charge pipe, so.
Got the charge pipes on there. You're running a teal blow-off valve where I've still got dual BOVs, or dual diverter valves, and an aftermarket oil cooler system. So you've got oil coolers for the engine on both sides.
Correct.
Are you running an oil cooler for the transmission?
No, that's probably the next.
This man's got bigger balls than I do. Obviously, you got catch can, and it is just the single catch can. Very similar setup to mine. But this car was fast, and I think we did have a run at Rolls, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Which
was Christmassy kind of time.
Yeah, and again, he would get about a car length on me pretty effortlessly. One thing I do want to just add to a bit of context with this vehicle, how many kilometres has it done?
124.
124,000, that's
like that.
Kilometres, so 75-ish thousand miles.
Yep.
It's a pretty good condition, low mileage car. Now, Tim did have 19 Ts on this car last year. However, this year, he has gone all out and he's upgraded to the Dynamic Autowerx FlowMax Plus.
Yes.
The big boys from Dynamic Autowerx. I'll put a picture up on the screen because compared to the Chinese twins, they look cool. In fact, they look a lot like the MMP 1000s. And I think, did these ones say 1000 on them? I think the FlowMax Plus say 1000s.
I can't remember. I just wanted to get
He just fitted them.
Get them in. Get them in.
Now, the reason I'm pretty excited about this, I hope you guys can see me with the light. We've obviously got the Vargas car, which is parked up there, and it has its broken turbos. Now, we've been thinking about what turbos to go on that car. We want to keep that car a twin turbo car, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with China hybrids or something better like the MMPs or the Dynamic Autowerx. And when I found out that Tim's got these Dynamic FlowMax Pluses, I started to get pretty excited. I've also been talking to Alex the Russian, the crazy YouTuber that is. In fact, I'll put a link to his channel down below. And seeing some of his draggy numbers that he's getting with these FlowMax turbos, like, this car's getting pretty close to O'Reilly. So they make some power. These turbos flow a lot better than the Chinese ones. And I'm excited to see what they're like. And so's Tim, because when did you actually get this car running again?
About a week ago.
About a week ago, and he hasn't done any proper acceleration runs. You don't have a draggy, do you?
No. And we're on a second rewrite, so.
Okay, so he's only on his second tune revision. And how much you got that boosting to at the moment?
About 25.
So he's only running 25 PSI, and I've got a draggy in my pocket. So let's head out on the road and see what these turbos can actually do. And we'll be able to put some context to them.
Let's do it.
All right.
Keen.
And I should just add, it is fitted with a twin 3-inch custom exhaust. So that is VRSF downpipes down to a full 3-inch system. It does have these mufflers at the back, but it's very free flowing. It does give it a nice deep note. Now, before I do get out on the road with Tim, I'm going to let Tim pilot the vehicle. It's his car. He knows how to drive it the best. He is running he's running the Nitto NT05s, and these are an 18-inch rear. Now, these tyres, I'm going to be interested to see how they go. We've got draggy figures from my car that we did a couple of weeks ago on the AR1s. The AR1s are an 80 treadwear, where these are 200 treadwear, so I don't think these are going to hook up as well. But it'd be interesting to see what it's like. You also don't have an LSD, do you?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Yep.
He's got an LSD as well. All right, it's going to be interesting. All right, let's get out there. We're going to do 60 to 120s. We're going to do a 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, a 0 to 60 mile an hour, and if we can get to the track, maybe a 1 to 2. Let's do it. Okay, so the first test we're going to do, and it's going to be my first experience of this turbo setup. We're going to do a 60 to 120 kmh. O'Reilly does this in 2.3, and my car's doing it in 2.6 with the AR1s, but they're pretty perfect runs with no traction issues. We are ready when you are, Tim. Oh, so much wheel spin. There we go. 2.99, so not bad, but that was all spin. All spin. That was second and third gear spinning. Oh, all right. We might have another crack at that and see if we can get to put some power down a bit better. Here we go.
200, yeah?
200. Yep. That's pointless. Oh, it behaves very nicely, but we're not getting any traction. Good. Well, quick. What did she do? 6.27. Well, we're back. I've just been having a bit of a chat with Tim. We probably did 10 or 12 pulls then.
Get that. Yep.
And all of them just spun the rears. Everything from 0 to 100s, 60 to 120s, and 1 to 2s. We have traction problems. What Tim's done is made his car too fast. So we didn't get any magical numbers. I hopefully got some clips of the draggy doing its thing, and you can hear the car revving. We don't film too much because some people don't like that. But she's a weapon. The mid-range torque is crazy, but those NT05s are just not going to work.
No.
We got back and we thought, well, shit, maybe it's got like massive tyre pressures in it. So we checked tyre pressures. They're running 30 PSI, and these things do not hook up, even with boost limited. What's boost limited in first? Like 12 PSI?
I think it was lower than 9, I think.
It was 9 PSI? Yeah. Maybe second was 12?
Yeah.
With huge boost limiting and MHD, this car just doesn't put its power down. LSD, Nitto, like a semi-drag slick tyre. It's pointless. We're a bit deflated because we want to get some good draggy numbers today, but it's just not going to happen.
Oh well.
Traction is an issue. We will see Tim's car again though. He has got NS2s, Nankang NS2s.
Yep.
But he might try and swap them for some AR1s. So when he's got some better grip on the back, we will get it back and we'll try and get some draggy runs. He's going to be at Rolls again. So whether we're in my car or O'Reilly, you will get to see this down at the strip. The other thing I think we started to mention on the first part of this video, Ken from Wedge Tuning is tuning this vehicle, and this is your second revision, isn't it?
Correct, yeah. Yep.
Now I don't know how many of these Flomax turbos Ken has tuned, but the first tune, it was just very aggressive ramping of the boost. Ken has smoothed that out, so it's actually really nice to drive and very controllable. The shifts sound awesome. I really hope we caught some of it on camera. But this is only the second revision, so it's not wound up yet. And it's targeting about 25 PSI. So baby boost for what these things can do, because it should be 30, 32 PSI when you want to really wind it up.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Unfortunately, Tim doesn't know how much timing it's running either. And timing is a huge thing when it comes to power numbers. So we don't know if this is just on like an 8-degree run-in tune for E85, we don't know. But we will see the car again. What I will say, the mid-range, the way it hits, like it feels like I really in second gear. That first pull you did,
Yeah.
I said to you, I was like, oh, my stomach, like I'm tensing to try and hold the car up, which I only really get that when I'm in the passenger seat of O'Reilly. So it's got a lot of potential. It's just not putting it down at the moment. Yeah, to go over the numbers again, I think the fastest 60 to 120 is 2.9, where O'Reilly's 2.3 and my car's about 2.5. So you're off there a little bit, but again, you're spinning. They're pointless numbers. 0 to 100 was 5.1 seconds, which is like what these do stop. But it's just spin, spin, spin. And the 1 to 2 was 6.2, but spinning all the way through third. Like it sort of hooked up at about 130, 140 k's an hour. Fun.
Fun. Lots of fun.
Just not A to B fast yet, but we'll get there. He's got some working out to do.
Kylie.
That's his bank manager.
You married me for a reason.
It's only money. But look, to be honest, and look, I haven't actually driven on those Nitto tyres, but the way it got launched on the 0 to 100, I think we launched at about 1600 RPM, which is no boost. Like it shouldn't have spun up.
No.
But as soon as it got moving, it just went spin, spin. So maybe
it's fun.
We'll see some, we'll get there. We'll see some better tyres on it, and it'll be back. Guys, thank you for watching. If you got any questions about Tim's car, hit us up in the comments below. He'll be checking the comments. And I'm going to put some thought into whether we go for the Flowmaxes for the Vargas car, because, yeah, the mid-range is definitely noticeable, even on these sort of average boost levels and a run-in tune. It feels
good.
Feels good. Feels like a single.
Yeah.
All right, let's end it off there. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Peace.